Hey, what's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot1025fm.com.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Shook, host of the Undrafted Allstarz Sports Show. Man, listen, if you want some real down south, Louisiana-style Cajun food, you need to go check out DB's Cajun Kitchen. Yo, they got lobster and grits, seafood boils, signature fries, signature po' boys, signature egg rolls, and desserts. Oh, and my favorite, them gumbo tacos. Yo, they open from 11 to 8, Wednesday to Monday, 11 to 5:30 on Sunday. Located in North Las Vegas at 4343 North Rancho Drive. They even have to-go orders and catering. Hit them up, 725-780-1850, or go to the website, dbcajunkitchen.com. So, yo, don't just tell your friends about me. Tell them about DB's Cajun Kitchen.
Yo.
Mic check. I can hear me.
Go ahead.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
DB?
Yeah.
Go ahead, you Mecca.
1 2 1
Play me
2.
some docious.
Mic check. 1 2. Oh shit. Let me get through. I feel soulful today.
Soulful? You going to church?
It's remind me of my mama. Rest in peace to my mama.
I want you to
Sunday mornings,
just a little bit,
cleaning
man. That
up
shit feel good, man.
with an add of some gangster shit in it. This is 38 special. Hey, it's called Early Morning.
Hey, yo, it's hard to explain all the pain that the game teaches me. I stopped selling cocaine recently. People see me doing good and you ain't. You
Can't beef with me.
You can only attract things on the same frequency. I give help and it turned to hate easily. Love turned to hate, then the hate became thievery. I gave all y'all a piece of me evenly. I expected y'all to treat me with the same decency, but niggas got grudges they holding in and they sneaky. Find out your dogs is not the same species. My brother died, just in case you ain't noticed. I'm trying to figure why your condolences ain't reached me. It's funny how y'all focusing can't beat me. Dealing with them hateful emotions just ain't easy. In the trap house, we ate Lay's and Reese's. I said I'd be rich, they ain't believe me. Trust.
Let's get this thing started.
What up?
What it do?
How you doing today?
Good.
Football is back.
Football is
Virgo
back.
season. The heat leaving.
No, it's
Virgo's
not.
bringing the coolness in this mother. Let me put on this.
Why y'all act like y'all ain't, this y'all last time ever having a birthday?
Who?
Furhoes.
You never know when your last birthday is.
Shut up.
Gotta celebrate it every
It
day.
ain't even your season.
Every day.
Welcome, everybody. You're tuning into the Undrafted Allstarz Sports Show. I'm your host. I am Big Sugar, a.k.a. Sugar Doshis the Great, a.k.a. Mr. Tell Your Friends About Me with my co-host.
Cue back 2 texts up. You know, Tragic gon' hold you down. We got a special guest in the house. Let him introduce himself with this whack-ass chain on.
Yes, I'm very happy to be here. I'm straight from Wakanda. What kind of BS am I going to listen to from you guys today, huh? Yo, it's your boy DB, Las Vegas best chef. What up?
What up, boy?
What up with you?
Welcome to the Hooch.
We've been trying to get you on for a minute. They got my mic low because they know I'm the best winning this nigga in the studio.
You can't even do push-ups. Right? You don't wear no debates. Just lie.
We
got some sports going on. DB gonna ride with us today. We're on the sports. We're gonna talk about how everything doing, what's going on in his life, and we're gonna keep moving.
Let's go.
Let's ride. We're gonna get to this Chiefs-Ravens game first, though.
Lamar
Thursday night, first game of the
and
season.
Patrick.
I need some thoughts before we get into this.
Well, I was going in there thinking that Baltimore was going to win because who they had? Derrick Henry, and then they didn't get a nigga the ball in the second half. Who the coach? Is that the coach or the offensive coordinator?
Offensive coordinator.
One of you niggas. The coach should override it.
Right.
So I don't understand y'all. Y'all get Derrick Henry.
Saying you're going to use him. And don't.
when you need to. Wear the Chiefs defense down. I didn't like that. Lamar Jackson played a hell of a game.
Yeah, he did.
The only criticism I would have of Lamar for the game was his clock management time when they didn't have no more timeouts and it was 2-minute. He was taking too long to get rid of the ball. Like, nigga, you ain't got that much time. If they ain't open, throw that shit out of bounds or run that shit out of bounds. He was taking 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and they only had 40 seconds.
The shit almost worked.
And he almost executed it to a T, but he would have another play if he would have not took so long on those previous plays that he took. So that's my only critique. Other than that, he played much better than he did in the AFC Championship. He ran the ball like a motherfucker.
Yes.
He was running on them boys. But they should have ran Derrick Henry more. And shout out to that boy Likely. He was out there balling. Nobody picked him in the fantasy league except one league. I'm in 3 of them.
9 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown by Likely.
Yeah, he was balling.
DB?
Man, listen. I had picked Baltimore too because Kansas City notoriously starts off a little slow during the season, but it was a good game, man. It's a game in inches. You know what I'm saying? And literally, we saw that on full display. Lamar was balling as usual. That was an exciting game, man. I think they said they broke the viewership first game of the season.
Makes sense.
Actually, they did.
So that's pretty dope.
That was dope.
To me, Kansas City made that shit look easy as fuck.
You think so?
Hell yeah. I mean, Lamar did it. Without Lamar doing anything, they ain't even in the game.
That's always the case. Hey, with a quarterback,
So
with him,
exactly.
all of them.
So if he don't even do what he does, I get what you said about the scrum out of the waste the time management thing.
Yeah, he didn't.
But you have to do that in that situation. You have to do that. Because you got to make it count.
Take long?
If it takes that, you don't have a fucking play for that. Just create some shit.
And then you got to think about the time management too. Do you really want to get Pat Mahomes the ball back with any time?
No, you score. I mean, I feel what you're saying because you're right. But I think that they ran out of time because of the lack of time management. They like that last play. Obviously, his toe was out of bounds, but
It would have been a touchdown.
Two plays previously, or 3. He took hella long to get the ball.
Then when he threw out of bounds, right?
Yeah.
That would have been a touchdown. Too.
So I think that I agree with y'all. I don't think it was easy for
Kansas
the
City.
Chiefs, but we shouldn't have let that nigga Patrick Mahomes get no weapons like Worthy and Hollywood wasn't even there. There's going to be problems.
Exactly.
They might 3-peat on
And
this.
people ain't putting them out there. Juju Smith-Schuster back over there too.
Fuck him. Hollywood,
I mean, you
Zach
saying
Worthy,
that
Kelsey,
he'll
and
get possession
Rice.
receiver.
Yeah.
Rice showed out.
Rice is going to be good. Man,
Right.
they're going to be hard to defend, bro. And
Yes.
when Hollywood come back, he a burner too. So they got Worthy, Hollywood, Rice at slot, and Kelsey, and Pacheco. Man,
So even with the mistake that Lamar made, he go basically 20 points by himself.
yeah, he the man. Though.
Okay, so
He
that's
I need him to do
that's
that.
against Kansas City defense,
They're good defense though.
right? And so you think Baltimore's up there?
Yeah,
They
they're
just
good
playing
defense.
Kansas City, right?
They both good.
Okay, so if Lamar does this whole thing against other people, he probably can win a whole lot of games, right?
He gonna win games.
That's what I'm saying. But when you run into this nigga Patrick Mahomes again,
Yeah,
there's more weapons.
and it's psychological because he ain't beat him. He only beat him one time since Pat been there.
In 7
and
games.
usually he play bad. Like Lamar don't play as good. This was his best game, or the second best game. The
Right.
first one when he won, he did good. So that's psychological. But maybe he thinking Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow the only quarterback that really beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. That's still in the league. Tom Brady beat him twice, so
Okay.
he may be hoping Joe Burrow get there and beat him first. That's what I would be hoping if I was him. Hey, let the Bengals beat that nigga, and then we would beat the Bengals because they used to beating up on the Bengals. His record against Joe Burrow is the same as Patrick Mahomes' record against him.
All right, so check this out. Lamar Jackson, 26-41, 273 touchdown. He was also leading rusher, 16 for 122. And we had a fumble loss. That fumble loss probably lost the game.
Did he throw a pick too? He threw a pick.
It don't say he threw a pick.
Oh, it don't?
Nah.
Patrick
that
Mahomes threw a
fumble.
pick.
Yeah,
Patrick
just
Mahomes
that
threw a pick.
Patrick
My
threw a
bad.
pick, yeah. Likely, again, 9 for 11, 100 yards. Bateman, 2 for 53. He ain't got nobody to throw the ball to.
Man, Zay Flowers, he got to get Zay more. They got to get Zay more
6 for
options.
37.
Yeah, he didn't have enough yards. But I think that, he got some people to throw. Likely, and Andrews didn't do nothing.
I think. Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe he's still hurt. Maybe I don't know. Maybe fucking
Right.
on him. But Zay Flowers, I think they got to get
And Bateman.
Zay Flowers, Bateman, and Andrews and Likely. Those are good targets, and I think Derrick Henry needed to learn how to catch passes.
Derrick Henry, 13 for 46. And a touchdown. Rushing.
Yeah, they ain't give him the ball in the halftime. He did that in the first half.
Right.
Second half, they ain't give, I don't know what was going on.
Pass
He
blocking.
need to touch it 25.
Yeah.
20-5, bro.
He need to touch 25. He need
The only
25
thing I
again.
could think why they did it was they saving him for the long haul.
Dude, you beat the Kansas City Chiefs, though.
I agree.
I don't give a shit. You got to win the motherfucker 75 times.
I
You get
agree.
70, 1 yard to carry.
I agree with that.
Shit.
I agree with you.
Beat the
I'm
Chiefs,
just
bro.
saying why they. I'm trying to think of reasons why they would do what they did.
So the only thing they changed last year is he ran the ball more this year.
Well, that's him.
Himself.
He made that change. He said he was going to do that.
I mean, I get that, but I still not to be the only change.
But
Without
it worked, though.
without likely doing what he did, they probably get blowed out.
Yeah, but that's like saying without a steering wheel, the car is going to steer itself. Man. Yeah, the players got to
Get
do
this dude
that.
off this fucking.
The players got to do their thing. That's how it works. Likely was open. He's younger. He's faster. He like a wide receiver type end. He ain't like a regular
He was
tight
spread
end.
out too.
Yeah, so he's a weapon. That's
Yeah.
and then if you focusing on Andrews, because Andrews still is that guy if he ain't hurt.
Yeah,
That helps everybody
ways.
out. So that helps the whole team. So I think Baltimore gonna be good, bro.
they gonna be good.
I agree with you though. They should have ran Derrick Henry more times just to beat Kansas City. I
Don't
agree.
forget the season just started. It's the first game. You know what I'm saying?
that's
It's
So
Kansas City Chiefs.
It don't matter. It's the
What the-
first
what the-
game.
what?
It's a whole season.
The
You
last
don't-
person
you
you.
don't win a Super Bowl from the first game.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Because now you got confidence you can beat them.
Check this out.
He's saying
You
psychologically. I get what
still,
he's saying.
I can
What
see
you
you saying
saying?
psychological.
You were
but
right. You still were, even though Candace, I said they still make it look easy to me.
Yeah, I feel
Not
you.
like that, but they made it easier than what people thought it was going to be. And they
Yeah,
marched
but
up and
look-
down the field, up and down the field. Some of them field goals could have been touchdowns.
Well, what happens over the course of a season? We all know
Wear
this.
down.
People wear down. You have
Injuries,
injuries,
all kinds of
all
things,
types
yeah.
of stuff.
That's
Teams
true.
get better. Teams build chemistry. And when you get in the playoffs, it's a whole nother game.
Yeah,
It's
I agree
not-
with that.
So
it's-
you
it's-
saying
it
it's,
ain't the end of the
so you
world.
saying it's
What
okay
you
for them
said.
not to run
Hey,
Derrick Henry
if
or what?
You could say in football, basketball don't matter. I remember one year, y'all remember this when Derrick Rose had won MVP with that 2011.
Yeah.
They swept the Heat during
Yeah.
the season, right?
Yeah.
What happened in the playoffs?
The Heat won because
You know, you have to build
Grind.
chemistry.
Yeah.
You got to get your stuff together.
The
When
Heat was
playoffs
huge,
come,
yeah.
who's healthy, who's not healthy.
I
All that
agree
stuff
with you.
matters.
Hey, I agree with you 100%.
All that stuff matters, so-
But what we saying is, you're right. We both right. What you saying is right, and what we saying is they should have. What you saying is maybe they're gonna learn and run Derrick Henry or try to
Yeah.
preserve him. What we saying is it was important to win this particular game. If it would have been anybody else, okay, cool. But this particular game, because his record against y'all makes y'all make it look like y'all can't beat him.
And you know it's going to
So
be a
that's what I'm
fucking thing in the media.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure. For
I mean,
sure. They gonna go,
anytime it's
this,
Lamar,
that.
anytime it's
Exactly.
Lamar
You went and
versus
got,
Pat.
you
already
went and
know.
got Derrick Henry just for the exact reason not to do this.
Not to do what you did. I agree.
Come on, I understand him running the ball,
That's
but if
coaching.
you make them linebacker respect more by running him like that, you can throw the ball better.
And Lamar can't keep up that pace of getting hit for the whole season. He
No.
ain't big enough, yo. He
No.
lost weight. So Derrick Henry is important. Use him. And I got him on my fantasy.
Todd
bitch
Monken,
ass
you
niggas.
did that shit again.
Fantasy numbers. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
but,
go to
on the other side.
Patrick Mahomes, man.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
20 for 28,
That nigga was, what?
291,
80%.
one touchdown, one pick, sacked twice. Pacheco, 15 for 45, rushing touchdown. Worthy had his end-around touchdown. This motherfucker showed out.
That motherfucker fast, yo.
2 catches, 41 yards in a touchdown. 1 rush, 31 yards in a touchdown.
He was like
it.
the Flash.
Andy
He said,
Reid,
"Zoop,
bro.
zoop."
You can't take that shit away from Andy Reid.
Andy
Yeah.
the beast, man.
And what make Andy Reid dope to me is he allows I watch quarterback. He allows them to make plays up, and then he run them. He be like, okay, Patrick, you like this play, we gonna run it. A lot of coaches don't give their quarterback that type of freedom,
right?
That type of, or he's not the team feel better when they could do things that's fun in the course.
When
of
you
the
got
game.
somebody that put
Andy Reid a good
that
coach.
always
man. He
put you, and then Patrick always putting you in good positions, it's like you're gonna trust him.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
you
comes
done
down
came
to
through every
trust.
time with some shit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So let's try. If you want to do it, let's do it.
Yeah, that's
Look,
dope.
look at someone like Peyton. Peyton goes to that line and hit you with an Omaha real quick.
Yeah, he
That motherfucker changed the game,
He
bro.
changed the whole game.
Yeah. So I think that you're right. You got to give credit to Andy Reid for being the type of coach he is. And the crazy part about coaching is this: Andy Reid is doing the same thing he was doing in Philadelphia. He just didn't have Patrick Mahomes. All great coaches gotta have a quarterback that's great attached to him. Any coach that we consider great had a quarterback that
Taking
was great.
nothing away from McNabb.
Nothing. He
Or
just wasn't.
or Mike Vick, because Mike Vick had a good season. Yeah.
McNabb was really good. Michael Vick was good with Andy Reid. He was even better. If Andy Reid could have got Michael Vick in Atlanta, it would have been something special to see. So we got to give Andy Reid a lot of credit, and we also got to understand this. I say that to say we be judging a lot of coaches off the lack of Super Bowls or what they do got, and what we got to realize is a little bit more nuance. You got to have the right quarterback to win multiple Super Bowls, and Andy Reid has won multiple Super Bowls in a short amount of time, and a long career where he only made it to 1 Super Bowl and 4 NFC championships with Donovan. So. Look how fast he could go from he not a winner to he one of the greatest.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because the quarterback changed. Because he had Alex Smith and they was winning games, but they wasn't going to win Super Bowls with Alex Smith.
Right. But Pat got to sit behind that cat though and learn.
So that's
the little stuff.
So shout out to Andy Reid, but I say that to say we need to get more. We have more nuance when we judging coaches off just rings, because it's unfair to compare Phil Jackson to
anybody's shit.
Larry Brown.
Y'all know what I'm gonna say when it comes to that. Just like that guy that was 6-0 versus the guy that's 4.
What's the name of the guy?
He was number 23. Some ball.
What's the name of the guy?
There's a lot of 23.
You can't say his name.
Number 23.
What's his name?
Draymond Green.
His name is number 23.
LeBron.
Old number.
He played for some team in Chicago.
So you saying the Chicago guy? What you saying about him?
He was 6-0 in the finals.
Don't be disrespectful like Triple was talking about Martin Luther King was a bitch ass nigga.
He was
Right.
six,
on some that shit.
he was
That's
6-0
crazy.
in the finals. You know what I'm saying? And people. That's the only thing they like to hang their hat on. 6-0 in the finals.
You know what? Okay, let's talk about
team.
that since we own that. Let's talk about that.
So what does that mean? All right, because I agree with you. It means he had a better team than everybody.
I mean, that's usually
how you win, though, right? So you saying that? What's your comparison to Michael Jordan and LeBron is? Jordan always had better teams than everybody. LeBron had to go up against Steph, KD, and them, and Clay, and then he went up against Tim Duncan and them when they was on their prime, and then he went up against Dirk. So
the thing is, I say this: you look at who people played. What was the quality of opponent that they had, right? Chicago was favored in pretty much every series that they was in the finals.
Right,
of course,
maybe not the first one, but the rest of them.
You look at LeBron's teams; he wasn't favored in really none of them except for the one against Dallas. And that's probably the most. I think that's the dumbest one because that Dallas team, they beat Kobe.
They was good. They was a better team,
right? And they beat that OKC team. They beat the best in the West. And then they went and beat the best in the East. That Dallas team was probably one of the most disrespected, underrated teams that ever went through a championship run. But with that being said, I still think Miami should have won.
No,
of course.
You know what I'm saying? Period.
Why do you think they should have won?
Because they got more superstars.
That don't make you.
Not about the superstars. I just felt like that was a stage that was set for LeBron to go in and dominate, and instead he deferred to Wade, and it cost him.
So that's his fault.
And you also got to realize they had Eric Spoelstra as a coach. That was his rookie season. But it's a team sport for a reason.
So man, you know what them sound like to me?
What?
Excuse? Thank you.
I say
I feel like he should have won. I feel like he should have won, but he lost.
I agree with you on that. That to me, that one is where LeBron gets blamed from me.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other ones, when he lost in 07, they wasn't gonna beat the Spurs. He had Mo Williams and some niggas.
And Spurs was the Spurs.
Exactly. And then the Golden State KDs, they wasn't gonna beat them. Nobody was gonna beat the Golden State State.
Nah.
And then what was that? Then he won with the Lakers. Who he lose to? It was all KD.
Golden State. He lost that first year that they lost to Golden State. When Iggy won the MVP, LeBron should have won the Finals MVP that year. Period. They had Della Denova. Kyrie.
That was his second best player, Della Denova. So that's why I don't blame him for that.
And then they beat the 73-9.
Actually, that's when he got my respect.
Yeah,
when he did that team to the finals.
Well, the 2018 team, that was the one when Kyrie went to Boston and he went through the East by himself, just 40 points a game every game. And then that's when JR had that meltdown at the end of the game.
Yeah, JR fucked up.
He said they thought they was up. I read his lips.
LeBron was looking at him like, "What the fuck you doing?" He's like, "Did they pay you off for me to lose again, you sucker?"
But when it come down to it, when you try to say rings is everything, if
Rings
you said
is
that,
everything.
then Bill Russell's the greatest. And
He is.
We don't need to have no GOAT conversation
He
after
is.
that.
And this is my whole
If it's
thing
just about
let's-
rings.
Let's talk about Bill real quick. Because people don't put him in that GOAT debate.
They don't.
And my
Or
thing
Kareem.
is, he got 11 rings, he got 11 rings. Okay, cool. You saying he didn't have nothing to do with them 11 rings. This nigga got 5 MVPs. 3 of them motherfuckers was in a row, back to back to back. Ain't but 3 people did that shit.
5. Him, Shaq, and Michael.
Right.
Them niggas don't got 5.
He
Michael
had-
got 5, 6.
He has 5 MVPs.
5 finals MVPs.
No, 5 MVPs.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
the
only-
most valuable fucking player.
Yeah.
And he
And
was
3 of them was in a row.
and he was a coach.
And he was a player coach that won a championship. First black coach ever win a championship.
Yeah.
Playing the game.
A lot of accolades. for
Motherfucker,
him.
13 years, won 11 fucking championships, but he ain't even in the GOAT debate.
Yeah, that's
You know
like
why? You know why he wasn't? Because there was a player that was better than him during that time.
Who ain't have a player better than
Wilt
him?
was better than Bill.
Who?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain.
was better than Bill Russell.
That's why they got him.
But
To stop that motherfucker.
I mean,
And he did his job.
man,
So why he in the GOAT debate?
he should be.
He should be in the
It depends on who you ask, but
You
to me,
can't-
he definitely in there.
You can't have an argument that says he can't be in it. But
Ain't nobody talking about this dude.
We got recency bias. That's what it is. He won in the 60s.
and that's what you
He won in the 60s, and we in the 2024s. So that's probably the only reason. Because just like the further we get from the 90s, Jordan is going to be remembered less and less by the children. Like right now, the children be on the Steph Curry and LeBron and Edwards shit. Like in 25 more years, Jordan's gonna be like, we got his shoes, or us, our generation.
They think I'm be wearing his shoes.
He's getting further and further, and LeBron is getting closer. So I say I agree with you though. It shouldn't just be only rings. It should be about everything when you
Overall
look
body
at
of work.
And when you
He still
look
should
at
be in
everything,
there.
Bill should be in there.
'Cause
Kareem should be in
If
there.
LeBron had 11 rings, well, he be the outright GOAT. Let's be real.
That's a good question.
Period.
And everybody
That's
would
my
say he would be.
thing.
Period.
Even if he had
If
8,
he has 6,
This motherfucker got 4 and they putting him up there.
yeah, that's true.
if he
That's how
has
you know
6,
it's more than about. It's just more than about rings. So I think that there's always going to be a debate because there's not going to be no definite like, oh, this is the GOAT because we got different measures, different sliders, what we deem more important. You deem LeBron being an all-time scorer, the only player to have 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists of all time.
Hell of a
It's
resume.
and growing.
Hell of a resume.
There's a lot of things, and he played the only player to have 21 All-Star appearances. He got a lot of shit, and a lot of that is due to longevity. But you can't discredit people for longevity because that means that their body held up, and that's something that you gotta appreciate longevity. Shout out to all the niggas with longevity. Shout out to E40 for having 35 albums. He got more albums than all of you niggas. But I don't know who the GOAT is. I just say
It's always gonna be subjective.
I think it's era based, and on the Mount Rushmore, both of them dudes should be on it.
Well, look at
Top
like
five.
this.
We
All
ain't
three
doing
of
much.
them.
We ain't
Hey,
doing
and
Rushmores. We doing top
Hey,
fives.
I'll give you. It's a bias thing. Cause check it. Look at it like this. When Kobe came in the league, Kobe started being Kobe, right? I didn't like Kobe because Michael Jordan was the guy that my dad had me sitting in front of TV watching.
Right.
So to see that somebody was going to be as good or better than Jordan,
You didn't wanna see
you
it.
didn't want to see it. So
That's
I did not like Kobe Bryant at all. And then as you start to appreciate the game for what it is, you start to appreciate what
Jordan.
Kobe's doing. You
And
start to
Kobe,
appreciate what Jordan's doing.
Yeah.
The thing that I hate about people in these eras is people can't just sit back and enjoy that the dude is great.
Yeah,
Like when
they
they,
wanna
he's
compare.
a bum, or he could, bruh, them dudes in the 90s, the dudes in the 80s, well, let's say the 80s, they was on coke and they was like, 6'7", 114 pounds. And you gonna tell me that this 260-pound beast of a man, built like Karl Malone, vision like Magic Johnson, athleticism like Michael Jordan, wasn't gonna be able to play in the 80s?
Yeah, LeBron would have played.
When he can hand check you now, you act like you the only person that can get physical. He can get physical with your little scrawny ass. What you think finna happen?
Hey, I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Whenever somebody say LeBron is a bum, you can't talk to them about sports.
Right.
That's like saying Patrick Mahomes is a bum. If anybody say that a player that we know clearly with our two eyes is great, we don't have to be fans of their team.
Yeah.
I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I see Patrick Mahomes like he's the best I ever saw. The best, not the greatest. Tom Brady the greatest. Patrick Mahomes is on his way to be the greatest. If he win 3-peat, I'm saying he's the greatest. He already the most talented I've ever
With
seen.
less rings?
Yes.
Okay.
3-peat. That's something never. Well, it's been done, but it ain't. We didn't call it Super Bowls when Green Bay did it. They won in 66, 67, and 68, or however it works, 66,
Right.
67. But it wasn't Super Bowl in 66. It was the championship.
World Championship.
Yeah, but they won 3 in a row. But Patrick Mahomes winning 3 Super Bowls in a row, he got to be the greatest because Tom Brady couldn't have done that.
What if he doesn't?
Then
What if he lose in the Super
he
Bowl?
gonna lose to us if he play us again.
No, we know we
up 3 times.
It ain't that many overtimes in the Super Bowl. Y'all ain't gonna win.
Have you ever fought a nigga 3 times and lost all 3 of them?
No, because that's gonna be a 4.
Man,
I feel
I'm
you.
gonna get at least one.
I
believe
learned
it.
from them losses, bro.
but hey, we everybody tries to do the GOAT debate with losses. That's all they. He lost to the final 6 times.
I mean, that shit should count.
I said, look at it like this.
Losses do gotta count.
They should count.
They should count, but you still
They
gotta
do
look
count.
at who did you play.
That counts too.
You gotta look.
Everything
You
counts.
can't not discredit that.
Even to win.
And not only
Shit,
that, how far-
even hold up, you saying it should count to a team that should.
That's
Like
why.
Dallas.
That's why that Dallas one is always going to be an asterisk. I don't care how you
Right.
say it. But I also say this: how many NBA players been to the finals 8 straight years?
None of them.
No,
Bill
but-
Russell. Bill Russell, only one.
8 straight
Hey,
years.
he won 8 straight.
He won like 12
Yeah,
or 11
right.
or something.
He won
like
8
8 straight
in a row,
years in
but
this
he
modern
ain't go to
era. You can't. I mean, come on, man.
This is the thing about I
Everything
get what you were saying about that, but those a lot of those are losses.
All right, now watch.
If he had to win 6-2 in those 8, he would be the fuck. No,
All
he
right.
did 5 and 3.
So let me ask you this: if he would have got MVP for the 2 losses that he should have got MVP,
You don't
Lose
get
don't get MVP no more.
that's a fact.
okay,
And they never
but,
should've.
but then somebody get
Yes.
Who got-
Years ago.
who got Jerry West, the only person to do it, right?
That was in the 60s.
All right, so you're gonna
Nigga,
tell
I'm
me
parents.
that performance he put on San Antonio when they lost wasn't an MVP. Wasn't an MVP performance. LeBron, he was the best player.
It was, but you
Both
can't get
times.
MVP
when they gave it to
when they
Iggy. When they gave, yes, you can. They gave it to Jerry West.
No, that's
No,
that was
that was
1960.
It doesn't
and they
matter.
changed that rule after that.
Soon as
They never give it to
they
him.
knew they was wrong.
Right.
Well,
That's
so,
what happened.
so you
Because you didn't want to get the whip.
So
I'm not whip, but you didn't want to get the fucking
They didn't want
Russell.
to a black man.
It's,
Right.
it's the same
Don't
thing.
hate on
It's the
black
same thing with the
men.
regular season MVP. How many times you see somebody get robbed of MVP because somebody
LeBron
else's
been
team
robbed.
All the time.
had the better?
all the time.
LeBron been
Last
robbed.
year, one of Kobe's is not both Kobe's.
Kobe only got the fact that Kobe only got one
One.
MVP is ridiculous.
But you know, all the other stuff has something to do with
Politics,
that
you
too.
know politics.
It's off the court thing had something to do with that too,
And at the end of the day,
which is crazy.
the best player is supposed to get the award. I don't care how you slice the dice. To the
No,
I feel you.
No, they ain't the best player. It's the best player. It's a team award too. Let's not get it twisted. You can't have a trash team and win the MVP.
What do you need to say
Gotta
that the
be
MVP is best player on the best
top 4
team?
At least in the playoffs.
I don't even say the playoffs.
Okay.
You could be a 10. How many teams make the playoffs? 7, 8? 8 on each. Nah, nigga. If you the 8, you can't get the MVP. If you the 1 through 4, so if you top 2 in either conference, then you get the MVP. That's how
You
that's
got somebody.
done.
Hold up, but you got somebody. Hold up, but you got somebody that's a 7 seed or even a 6 seed. He the one. Without him, like LeBron, he the one that got them to the fucking playoffs by his fucking self.
Period.
He don't deserve MVP.
Hell no.
He got it. Without him, the team ain't going no fucking where.
So what? That's the same thing with the top.
That's an MVP.
That's an
He still could be
MVP.
hold up. He still could be leading in points and rebounds and got his team in the 7 seed.
Who won MVP last year or this past year?
Who was it? Joker, right?
No,
Joker won last year. Yeah, he did. He won this year.
He won again.
he did.
And MB won the year before. He won it 2 before that.
Right. So they had top records. You can't. To me, without Joker, what they gonna do? They ain't gonna be the same team.
This is why he got the MVP.
But that could be said for
could be
Luka.
said for a lot
That
of
could be said for Luka.
Luka ain't even won yet.
But it can be said for him, couldn't
But
it?
they ain't winning. But hold up.
But could it?
Is Joker's numbers better than Luka's? Yes, that's why he ain't won
but
yet.
Not necessarily better.
This nigga
I don't
album
know.
averaging a triple double.
No, I think Luka. But Luka averaged more points, same amount of assists, less rebounds, and he beat Joker. Oh, they didn't beat.
And my
Joker.
team, right? And my team is number 1. Your team is number 6. But
then
you
I'm
got
giving
to hold
the-
up.
I'm giving the number
but
one
you,
nigga.
but you got the same. You got the same fucking stats almost.
But
you
I'm
got to
giving
give
the
it
number
like you said. Get number 1.
the better team record.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, if LeBron still getting 30, 30, 16, or whatever, right? He
Right.
wheeled that team into the playoffs, and it's a team. I ain't saying nobody dominating like that. they getting 20, 25, whatever on some average shit. But this nigga getting 30, 31, 16 rebounds, close to 8 assists a game throughout the whole fucking season, and they made 6 or 7 seed. He don't deserve that shit.
No, they did that before though.
So
They did that with Russell Westbrook.
So this will get on my nerves because it's always contradiction. So, who was the number 1 seed this year?
It was Boston
in the Western Conference.
It was
Minnesota. OKC.
Oh, it was OKC. You're right.
It was OKC. Yeah.
You're right.
Why didn't what's the boy?
Gilgeous Alexander.
Why he ain't get?
He came in second.
Yeah. Why he ain't get MVP?
What was his stats?
Just look him up.
That motherfucker had like 31 points.
He averaged he did average 31 points.
Yeah,
but his assistant rebounds was low though.
Yeah, he was only a scorer. I think that's what it was.
Nobody picked OKC to be in the top 5 in the damn Western Conference Final.
That's a fact.
Nobody picked him. So this kid was balling.
Yeah,
that was an MVP season, and they gave it to Joker.
And I don't think Joker deserved it personally. I think
Joker deserved the year Embiid won, but I don't think they want to get him 3 in a row.
I agree with that. I don't think he deserved it though. Then
this kind of like a makeup for it, unless Shea. I mean, you can't do no better than get your team number 1 seed. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about. He had the numbers and he had number 1 seed. And he still didn't win that bitch.
Right. So it's like, who are we giving the MVP to? Because there's so many years.
Who's the number 2 seed?
In the West?
Yeah.
What's the Denver? Denver or Minnesota?
Denver, Minnesota.
I think it was one of them. So yeah, that's all.
No, it was Denver then Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota was 3.
Yeah, it was Denver. So that's why he won it.
Yeah,
he won it because his stats was better and he was a top 2 seed in the division. And he got a history. It's politics. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I think Jason Tatum should have won the shit because they had the best record and they was dominant and they won a fucking championship. So, in my opinion, they got it wrong.
And you said your opinion, but like I said, I was explaining my standard. My whole standard was this: if you got that one person like Paolo Banchero,
right,
that will your team to the fucking playoffs, knowing Orlando wasn't even supposed to be in that shit. Yeah. Why ain't I think they was he got votes, right? He did get votes.
I don't think he got no votes. I don't think he got any.
But look what he did to that team.
Yeah, he did. But
don't nobody pay attention to Orlando though.
Yeah. Right. And y'all niggas was the AC. What's he?
And that motherfucker American.
They was the AC. Nah, y'all can't get it. Right. You better get to the stars.
You too young. So that's what. Let's go back to Russell Westbrook time when he won. He averaged a triple double.
He was a 6 seed.
He was a 6 seed. And a lot of people say he didn't deserve that.
I was one of those people.
I was one of those people who say he did. James Harden did a lot.
And he was the number 2.
But without Westbrook, them niggas is not going nowhere.
And not only they're not going nowhere, but this dude averaged a triple double. If it's so easy, people will be doing it all the time.
That's why they gave it to him.
It's right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he deserves it.
So your stats count also.
But he did it the year after, and they didn't give it to him no more. And that's my point because his team wasn't good enough. They was like, okay, he done something that we ain't seen since Oscar Robertson.
Right.
So we gonna give him this one. But if he do it again and his team ain't up there, then we ain't gonna give him no more, and then he didn't get no more.
Right.
So it's always gonna be an argument. We could nitpick. To me, it's all sports and music is only about what you deem more valuable than what the next man deem. Like some people deem discography more valuable than rap really good. Like Rick Ross get high on the greatest of all time because his albums are good, even though he don't rap better than Lupe, but Lupe make worse albums. So it depends on what you think is more important. That's the same with sports. Do you think points per game is more important, or a triple double versus your team only won 42 games and it's 82 versus a person who had averaged 30 and they won 60 games?
Like you say, stats versus impact.
Exactly.
You know, like
what's more important?
People gonna go to stats at the end of the day.
Yeah, because they'll say
because everybody knows somebody got impact, but then you know what about the stats? The stats show your impact,
right?
And they really don't because people like. Yeah. Even with the Draymond Green shit, Draymond didn't do shit. Them niggas not winning without him.
He's
not one of them championships.
That's a fact.
But his stats don't lead up to that.
Right.
His impact does.
So which one is more important?
It again, like you just said, it depends on the person. That's my favorite person in the league.
Exactly, and that's why to me LeBron, not now, but from
later,
back from all the way up until like 2020. LeBron had the better stats and impact than everybody. He could have won MVP for like 10 years in a row.
Right.
But they don't want to give it to them, so they ain't gave him no more.
And you know why they don't want to give LeBron nothing?
Because
anything you give to him, it's going to bring him up for more to go to debate.
Yeah, that's true. So
at this point, it's
I don't know if that's the reason why.
It's real. Do you mention Jordan without talking about LeBron?
Or
nobody talks about Jordan unless you're talking about sneakers.
This is the other way around for me. When people bring up Jordan, we don't talk about LeBron. They bring him up LeBron fans always bringing up. Look at this stat. Look at that stat.
I think
Look at this.
I was a Jordan fan growing up. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like I said, I didn't like Kobe for that simple fact.
Right.
And then when LeBron came in, it was like, you know, I played against Bron in AAU, so I knew the kid was good. I didn't know he was gonna be Bron. Like, you know, he was talented for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like to sit here and see the dude with so much hype, so much expectations, coming to a league and just dominate from day one.
Yeah.
What was his stat line when he played against the defending Western Conference people? Was it Sacramento Kings?
Yeah.
Didn't he drop like 25, 8 and 8 or something like
It was
that?
something like
his
that.
first game.
Yeah, he was the truth.
And they were trying to
And
close him out.
And the guys on his team didn't like him.
They were trying to close him out too.
Yeah.
They admitted that shit.
And I think LeBron's impact. If I'm keeping it honest, I don't know who the GOAT is, or Adam, LeBron, and Jordan, or Kobe, or Bill Russell, or Wilt Chamberlain, or Kareem, or Magic, whoever you want to put in there. I think that what I do know, if I'm being honest, LeBron is the most impactful player that we have ever seen.
And you know why you say that?
Because he went to different teams and he showed it.
Three different teams.
They was number one. They was contending. Yeah.
Not only that, look at this. What did the Bulls do
When
when Michael wants to go play baseball?
they still was good. They won 50.
With Kukoc and
games,
Pippen
or 52 games,
and B.J.
55 games.
Armstrong,
Them
and Horace
niggas
Grant.
didn't win. That's what they did.
They might have didn't win, but then they go to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Knicks.
They lost to the Knicks,
And
but
lost
they
to the
still
Knicks.
was good. They was a good team.
Without Michael.
We just can't
Then when, he
disregard
came,
that.
then when he came back, you know, they lost to Orlando, right?
Yeah.
And then they came back
And won.
went
3 in a row.
got, hold on, before they won, what did they do?
He put 23 back on.
No, what did he do? What did he do? Everybody tries to ignore
They
it.
picked up Dennis Rodman.
Then they pick up Ron Harper and Dennis Rodman?
Yeah. Which is neat.
And what was Ron doing in Cleveland?
Playing defense.
Killing.
Killing.
Ron was all-star.
Then he took a role player.
And then he took a role player.
So what you trying to say is a super team?
Super team.
Okay.
But hold on.
we
but
call
hold on.
Miami a super team too.
Right.
It's them. Hold up.
The Lakers
But
won the
look-
super team.
It is them niggas' fault they didn't capitalize on that shit.
Hey, you had a super team and you had a great coach.
That's true.
This
They
is my
had-
thing. This
is
okay,
Phil-
cool.
Where's Phil
You saying
Jackson?
this
Where do you rank Phil Jackson as
Top two.
coaches, best coaches?
definitely top two, if not one. Most people.
Right.
Most people have one, but you can argue Pop or
Era back, all them.
Right. So you have arguably the number 1 or number 2 greatest player of all time. A lot of people say Pippen was LeBron before LeBron, right?
Right.
Pip was a dog. You
Right.
have the best rebounder of all time. You have the best at that time Euro player
Yeah.
in Tony Kukoc.
And 3-point shooters. And
You have 3-point shooters everywhere.
So you getting
Steve
mad because
Kerr-
them niggas know how to
No,
draft?
they had a great. No, they traded and got those guys.
Them
They
niggas picked up
free
Kukoc.
agency.
They got free agents.
Free
They
agency.
did what you supposed
They
to
did
do
what
as
you
As a
supposed to
team,
do.
exactly.
So people get mad when LeBron and them
His-
do it the right way through
No,
free
no, no,
agency,
no.
but get mad when
No, nigga.
Michael do it.
You went to Miami. You
But
took
Michael didn't
you
do
took
it.
a
That's the
superstar
He
with you,
could have went
nigga.
wherever he wanted to go. He's a free agent.
You took a superstar
Dennis
with
Rodman
you.
went where he wanted to
You
go.
took a superstar with you. That is building a
Who
super
did
team
he take
instantly.
with him? Who did he take
Bosh.
with him? Bosh went there by himself.
No, they talked in the
They might have
playoffs.
talked
Miss
about, it, but
me
still
with-
they went.
But they talked about going to
Bro,
Cleveland.
stop.
It was their choice.
No, they
You
talked
can't get mad. It was their
They talked
choice.
about going to Cleveland, and Bosh and Dwayne Wade was like, nigga, we ain't
not
going
coming to fucking
They ain't
Cleveland.
going
So
to Cleveland.
LeBron, you got to bring us to Miami. We got hoes over here. You know you got a wife.
know
but we
what
got
I'm
hoes.
saying? We got
nigga.
hoes.
And we got no tax, no state tax.
And it's
all
hot.
that shit. And
Hey,
it's nice.
And guess
Why
what?
would we go
And
to Cleveland?
you know they was trying to go to New York. I don't know what happened, but I had heard a story where they was trying to go to
That
the
makes
Knicks.
sense, but
But-
the owner probably
No,
tried.
they was
But they
trying
went to Miami.
to get Melo first. He got a
It
new
was
contract.
Melo. Bosh,
He got a brand new contract, so he
Melo
didn't
took
go.
the money. No, Melo said, "Fuck y'all, I'm taking
Right.
this $100 million."
Because he said, I thought I could win. He said, I thought I could win up
He
here.
didn't believe that.
Before,
That's
no,
why.
he did.
No, he shouldn't have.
Before they built that team down there, he said, I think we can win.
Who, Melo?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
lied to us. I'm telling you.
I
he
mean,
lied.
okay,
He looked
but
us
at
in
the time,
eyes
it's
and
his
lied.
thought
Hey, you
process.
can't knock
Before
his
them
confidence.
niggas went to
Why do
Miami,
you
knock
think
his
that?
confidence.
Nigga, based
before
on
they
what?
went to Miami,
But what was that based on? Who was on his team?
start them out. Them niggas was good those years. They just
Yeah,
went
they
to
had
win
started
in the
Miami,
damn
had
playoffs.
JR, Sean.
They had a real good fucking
That
team.
nigga made it to the Eastern Conference. That nigga made it to the Western Conference Final one time, and then that's
No,
all.
I'm talking about the Knicks. When they
Knicks.
played the
He
Knicks.
didn't even make it to nowhere with them niggas.
He kept
What I'm
kept
saying
losing to
is he
LeBron.
thought he's
They
like
kept
win a
losing to
championship.
LeBron. but you know, it's not just them though. If you really go through and you look at the super teams that were built, everybody act like, oh, my Charles Barkley hating ass. Did he not go to Houston
Yeah,
with
they
Hakeem and
talked about
Clyde?
super
Trying
Them
to
niggas old, nigga.
It doesn't.
So
Did they not?
Garnett them was a super team.
Garnett them was a super
That was
team.
the first one of the era of this later era.
Not because you look at the Lakers team when they had got what's my boy a GP, even though they was older.
Oh, yeah,
GP and Karl Malone.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Can't get mad at that.
So when they come together and they decide they want to play, it's like shut the fuck up. They
I'm
did their free
with
agency stuff. They played.
I'm with
They played
players get to have more control
because we don't say nothing when somebody get their ass shipped off in the middle of a school year. They got to pick up their belongings.
They wake up and be traded.
Hey, yeah, you're going to Milwaukee. What?
I'll be mad if they send me to Milwaukee. I ain't going to Milwaukee.
And then you look
You
at
go
stuff.
down?
Yeah. I just don't like how the old school cats always try to flip shit. You say Muhammad Ali is the greatest, right?
When
it comes to boxing,
Sugar
Muhammad Ali is the
Robinson got an argument.
Okay,
They do.
got an argument.
But
Because that's who Muhammad Ali modeled himself after. If you go watch him, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of facts about Sugar Ray Robinson. He was 85-0. His first 85 fights he won. The dude he lost to, he fought 6 times. Floyd ain't never fought a nigga twice.
Yeah,
Most niggas don't fight. I don't know who.
He fought Marcos Maidana, Jose Luis Castillo's fight.
She seen what?
Who the fuck is the guy that Sugar Ray fought?
Sugar Ray Robinson, some white guy.
See what I'm saying?
But 6 times.
It doesn't matter.
You don't fight somebody 6 times.
The Brooklyn Brawler, motherfucker.
So he was 85.
Jake
He
LaMotta.
was 85-0, and then his record, he got over 200 fights. He's like 180-20, and he was beat
Got his ass
everybody.
20 times. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but he fought 200 fights. That's 4 times more than Floyd.
Okay, so you can say
And we gonna go on eras again,
if
right?
you can
It's era.
hold on,
It was
if
a
you
different
say
era.
that,
They don't fight
if
as
you say
much no
that,
more.
they don't fight as much. But watch this. Put Floyd's amateur record with his pro record.
It still don't matter.
That's what
You can't
150
put
plus
amateur.
86. No, just do it.
Why?
Do it for the sake of
What do you got to put Sugar Ray Robinson?
because they was fighting back then. You will fight every weekend.
That makes it harder, don't it?
Not if you
Floyd don't fight every
not if you
weekend,
fight a plumber.
Man, that sounds
You
good.
can go line up 5 Boy Scouts right now.
I
And
used
whoop
to
them 5-0.
I used to box.
I did
every
too.
weekend you can't fight.
I got my look. Don't make. I'm
No,
putting my pictures
back
and
then-
videos. I did
That's
too.
why they had a lot of back then. They fought a lot.
And then-
I know, but
science
it's
is
harder to
different.
fight every weekend. And is what I'm telling
No,
you.
I'm saying
Once
that.
every 2 years, it's not the
And
same.
it's different now 'cause they weren't paying that much money like they
All right,
paying.
so-
They wasn't getting paid.
So you
paid.
can use the era thing, but you also when you use the era thing, you also got to understand the quality of fighters was bullshit.
But I don't see who Floyd fought that was in their prime. That
You
was
got
so good.
55. Okay, we gonna go there right
It's
now.
more name fighters.
I'll bust that
It's
ass when
more-
it come to
it's
this.
more
Who was
name
the
fighters that's
prime?
modern.
Not-
Okay, check this
not-
out. You want to
not-
do prime?
not
You want to do
Sugar
prime?
Shane Mosley, 'cause
No,
he's
you want to do
39.
prime. He was 38.
That's the same.
You want to do
30,
prime?
39.
So what? Before you go to the argument, what do you consider a fighter's prime years?
31, from 28 to 33.
When he's winning.
28 to 33. He fought Canelo at 20. He was not.
No, he wasn't. He was 20. He was 20. Canelo was
21,
23. Floyd was 36. Canelo had just turned
Yeah,
23.
that's young. That was young Canelo.
He's
That
23 and
Nigga, he's
just
36, nigga.
and Floyd's
So what?
36, so he's
Does
not
that
in his
mean-
prime.
That's like.
Okay, you saying what? Fight him now?
No, he wouldn't do that because he would lose. That's
Of
just-
course, he
oh
ain't
my
that goddamn
God.
stupid.
There's
Exactly,
there's
that's what I'm
no
saying.
point in
So
time.
no, what I'm saying is you fought Canelo early, you fought Sugar Shane late, and De La Hoya late, and Pacquiao.
How was De La Hoya
after
late?
Canelo-
How was De La Hoya
De
late?
La Hoya was how old when
He was
fought?
34.
How old
And
was Floyd? You sure?
Floyd was 30.
How old is De La Hoya now?
He's 4 years older than Floyd, so he's what 51 now.
I don't think he was 34.
He was 30. Look
That
it up.
nigga-
You got
20
your
years ago.
phone. Look it
So
up.
I got the music on.
He
You
was
look it
he was 34 years old.
up. Nah, that wasn't prime.
Kanoy?
Oscar De La Hoya was 34.
Hey, that wasn't prime.
He fought Ricky Hatton in his prime. He fought Zav Judah in his prime. He fought Arturo Gotti. He fought what's my boy Gennaro Hernandez,
None of them
Angel
Shit out of
Manfredi,
God.
Hey, none of
Jesus
them ain't
Chavez,
nobody that you be
Diego
like, oh.
Corrales.
This is the thing, man.
He fought
Them
dogs.
ain't
He
the
fought-
Frasers,
he
the
fought-
Ken Nortons, them ain't the
Ken
people.
Norton,
Ken Norton,
Joe
Jr.
Frazier. See, this is what I be
Joe-
saying.
you
I'm
got
not going to
disrespect.
I'm not going to discredit. Okay, if you look at it like this, errors. We're gonna say errors, right?
It's errors.
All right,
There's gotta be
you're a
errors.
heavyweight. Back in the day, heavyweight boxing was something totally different than what it is now. You can't name 3 heavyweights in today's boxing.
Not
society.
heavyweights, no.
That's true.
Heavyweight wasn't
Well, we
popular.
can name 3, but we only know them 3 niggas.
But-
Joshua,
right.
Tyson Fury, and
Right.
black nigga that always get beat. by
Deontay
Tyson
Wilder,
Fury.
right? but you know what I'm saying? Like back then, heavyweight boxing was a real thing. Like
That's
that
a
was
fact.
the greatest, most prestigious championship.
Right.
This shit gets watered down.
Yeah,
Right.
heavyweight get watered down.
What happened? You had your Roy Jones is coming up. You had your Oscars coming up.
You don't get no
Felixes.
props.
You got your
No, Roy
Floyd's
Jones
coming
my
up.
favorite.
Purnell's. You got the lower weight class had the names. And when you looking at it, now you're looking at them saying, oh, this guy's good. This guy's good. This guy's good. You're not paying attention to the heavyweights.
Yeah, that's
at
true.
that time.
It ain't
So
like-
when you
it ain't like I
when
used
you
to
look
be
at
in the heavyweight.
when you look at Floyd, when he fought Gennaro Hernandez, they said Floyd wasn't ready. He was too young. He was biting off more than he could chew. Gennaro Hernandez only lost one fight in a higher weight class, but the weight class he was in, he never lost. Floyd goes in there and dominates him. Angel Manfredi was the number 2 guy. He was supposed to be a boogeyman. 2 rounds, he
But
got
then
him out of there. Diego Corrales was a knockout artist, undefeated. I think he's like 6'3". He's just too big for that division.
What happened
And-
to all of them?
and
niggas
Floyd
after
dropped
they-
his
what
dude
happened to
7
all-
times.
But what happened to all of them afterwards? Did they bounce back?
Yeah, they all bounced. Well,
No,
Angel
no,
Manfredi really didn't. Gennaro Hernandez retired.
See?
Diego Corrales, he
That's-
kept
but-
fighting.
See, that's to me. That's
Jesus
why.
Chavez.
To me, that
all
was.
these guys was good.
But to me, they was all more hype than they were
all right,
good.
All right, so then go on to the guys like Ricky Hatton. He whooped Ricky Hatton ass.
Ricky Hatton was
Was
cool.
41-0 in his prime.
But, Ricky
Whooped his
Hatton,
ass.
but no one's
check hook into the turnbuckle.
Hey, but
Yes.
no one names none of them dudes as the greatest
Juan
fighters of all.
Manuel Marquez.
No, they don't.
Juan
None
Manuel
of them
Marquez.
dudes.
No.
Frazier. Frazier. Who Muhammad Ali fought with Thriller Manila? Who's that?
Frazier.
George
That's
Foreman.
Frazier.
George
Or
Foreman.
George
No,
Foreman?
Thriller Manila.
Foreman.
He fought people that are considered greats still. You naming dudes Floyd fought that none of them are considered great. All of them, to me, it's just like when I played Pop Warner. We beat all the sorry teams or the teams worse than us, but when we played good teams, we couldn't beat them. So our record looked better than what we are because who we played against. What I'm saying is Floyd hasn't fought nobody that's going to be in the Hall of Fame in their prime.
Oscar's in the Hall of Fame.
In their
Ricky
prime.
Hatton's in the Hall of
Nigga,
Fame.
wait,
Juan Manuel Marquez in the Hall of
Don't that explain
Fame.
his
Cotto's in the Hall of
Doesn't that
Fame.
explain his dominance, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about Floyd.
He beat
Doesn't that explain his
To me, it
dominance?
shows that he was in a weak era.
And he dominated it. Even if you think that way,
I
he
agree.
still dominated
And
it.
so did my favorite boxer of all time, Roy
Roy,
Jones Jr. But
Roy-
he went up though. He wanted to be challenged. He's like, I'm better than you niggas.
Right.
So I'm gonna go up. I'm better than you niggas. I'm gonna go up until the point where I shouldn't go up no more. Floyd just
He went up 5 weight classes. What are you talking about?
He won a 5-weight class.
He went up 5 weight classes.
You talking about from 19 when he was 101
He did-
pounds? I'm talking about from 144 or 145. He didn't go up to 160.
He didn't
ain't
start
gonna
at
go up to
145. He
He
started
never
at
went- He
130.
never went up to no 160.
He's not gonna go to
He fought
160.
130.
So what's the highest
He
he
fought
gonna go?
135. He
154.
fought
I would say
140. He
it's
fought 145.
154.
154, right?
And he's
that?
little.
And that's
And he's little.
and
Right.
Everybody he fights is like 20 to 25 pounds bigger than him.
Say, I don't agree with y'all.
And he got brittle hands.
No, I ain't saying it's.
Floyd wasn't knocking out
This is
nothing
what I'm
when
saying. I'm saying
his
it's
hands was
not.
messed
You
up.
take away their floor, you take away their floor losses. They still got a good record.
Who?
The dudes you talking about,
No,
they
they
said,
didn't. Them niggas always trash.
they don't have shitty records.
But that just means the era to me. The record.
I'm
tells you
I'm
about
giving
the
you
It's
era.
just-
saying,
it's
but
just
I'm
hard for
saying
me to
that
listen to
Floyd,
somebody say that.
He either
So you
lost
saying-
some of those fights and he didn't.
So you said Miguel Cotto wasn't a dog. Miguel
Cotto
Cotto's
was-
in the Hall of
Miguel
Fame.
Cotto was a good fighter.
Juan
He
Manuel
beat the shit out of
Marquez.
Cotto.
But
Juan Manuel Marquez.
Cotto was a good fighter, and Marquez was good, but they're not great. None of them are great.
Marquez
None of
is
them
one of
are
the
like-
greatest Mexican fighters.
Like Hagler and Hearns.
The ass whooping he put on Canelo.
You're not saying you're wrong.
The
You're
ass
not
whooping he
wrong.
put on Canelo.
I know I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying he didn't fight nobody. His era. This is what I'm saying. He's a great fighter, and you can't take nothing from him.
Right.
But he fought in the weakest era of boxers from
16
all other people.
I'm
That's
saying
what
I agree with that.
That's all.
16
Going off your knowledge, I agree with that.
16
Because them niggas in the
consecutive
back,
world
they were
champions.
way better.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
16
It's the same
consecutive
argument
world
that you got for
champions.
Jordan.
Right.
This dude fought 16 consecutive world
Say that
champions.
again?
The same argument you got for Jordan, I got for Floyd. He played who he
Yes,
played.
he does.
So it's the same argument.
Yes,
That's
he
your same
does.
argument.
All right. So you saying that the guys he fought was watered down compared to which
They was
The same exact
All right, so check this
argument.
out.
of his era.
I'm about to get y'all with this.
Go ahead.
You got the era of the Four Kings, right?
Okay.
Where you had Leonard, Duran, Hagler, and Hitman, right?
Yeah.
All right.
The known ones.
But
go ahead.
Duran would have got his ass whooped.
But you can't talk about
What?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Conjecture.
Sugar Ray Leonard
Wait,
would have
say that again?
Duran would have got his ass.
That's conjecture.
whooped.
You tripping.
He doing conjecture.
So
y'all.
you
fucking
gonna
tripping.
you gonna sit here and tell me that Roberto Duran, who got frustrated by Sugar Ray Leonard from moving,
One person.
hold on,
Sugar Ray
One
Leonard is
from
that
moving.
nigga though.
And he beat him. He beat him first.
And Sugar Ray's that nigga though.
And that's
Okay.
the only reason why Durant was really talked about is because he beat Sugar Ray Leonard.
He didn't lose no other fucking fights.
He got his ass whooped. Hearns bodied him.
But he,
Like you say, late in his career, right?
he fought them niggas though. Hearns was them nigga. Sugar Ray was that
Thank
nigga.
you.
Floyd is like them niggas.
Okay, so who is Hector Camacho Macho? Who's that?
Who is he?
He's
What
a
you
guy
mean?
who stopped Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
I don't care how you slice to the cut it. You look at people's skills. You look at where they at. You say who did they beat? When did they beat them? You can't tell me one guy that Floyd beat that was coming off a loss. He never fought nobody coming off a loss.
Okay.
Everybody was coming off tremendous wins on winning streaks.
I agree with you with that.
And they always ranked
my
high.
argument is still he's the Jordan of his era.
Okay.
So he's great. He's the best fighter of his era.
Floyd
but
Mayweather.
He was had a weaker era.
Floyd Mayweather.
Tell
Right?
me.
Yeah, Floyd.
Okay.
He's the Jordan of his era.
And you had said Sugar Ray Robinson was
Sugar
the
Ray.
great. So
He's got
Sugar Ray
argument.
Robinson's era was
And
trash,
Martin
and Floyd
King-
Mayweather's era is trash. So you're saying who's the greatest?
It's arguable. Who knows? Some people say Muhammad Ali. Some people say Floyd. Some people say Roy Jones Jr. Some people say Mike Tyson. I don't know. I think all of them, the most exciting ones to me was I bottled myself after Mike Tyson and Sugar.
Mike
who? Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, the
And-
guy who got his ass whooped by Buster Douglas. That
Yeah,
guy?
he did.
We talking about that guy got knocked out?
But yeah, you're
looking
right.
for his mouthpiece.
But before that, he was that nigga, and you know that. Don't act like you
The
don't.
guy who got
And
his
then
ass
Roy
whooped by
Jones Jr.
Evander Holyfield.
And then Roy Jones Jr.
We talking about that guy?
But Holyfield is a Hall of Famer. And
See how? But see what you?
I'm fucking tired,
see what you
man.
doing?
Like, look at my eye.
See what you
man.
doing?
Look at my eye.
See what you doing?
I'm just saying, Mike
I'm just-
Tyson,
I'm
his
like,
style is
okay.
impetuous. You know, he's
Then
going to
look,
be the best that there is.
Where
But,
LeBron catch cramps at? In San Antonio?
hey, and he still plays.
You a fucking superstar, but you catching cramps
Hey,
in a
but
whole nother. Ain't
he
nobody
still-
else.
he still
Ain't nobody
plays.
else on the team, but you catching cramps.
Hey,
nigga.
listen.
And he still
I
plays.
don't know if them
And
cramps
nobody
is
else is
fake,
balling.
but I know a real cramp make you can't play no basketball no more. You
But
can't do
why
nothing.
you
He
on
went
the
back
one
out
got
there.
cramps?
Maybe that nigga ain't drinking enough water.
Thank you on the whole team, nigga. But everybody that's drinking water but you.
All I
All
know
you
is
gotta-
the guys that you keep talking
His wife
about.
fine.
they
He
just
might
not
have tried to get
good.
some before the fight, for the game. Baby, come here with that.
Nigga,
Come here with that dress on.
And we can go. We can go to the Dallas shit. You thought of JJ Barea, nigga.
And Jordan played against who? He was losing to Joe Dumars. You know what I'm
They
saying?
were beating that nigga ass, bro.
These guys got one. They only could dribble with one hand.
He was
They do a little dribble like
losing-
that.
No, he was losing to
Dudes
Larry
wasn't-
Bird.
dudes could barely
He
jump
was
over a
losing
penny.
He was losing.
Like, come
to-
on, bruh.
Jordan was losing in the
Come
80s
on,
to
bruh.
them niggas.
To
the
niggas who
teams.
couldn't jump,
No, to
was
them teams.
non-athletic,
No, them niggas
only had one move.
Man.
Come on, bro.
Let's
Why
bring-
you want to do this, Jeff
Hey,
Hornacek? Jeff
biased.
Hornacek.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Mark
Price.
Let's bring it back. Hold on.
Danny Ainge. Come on, bro. You can't do this.
Yes, we can.
You can't do this. The dudes wasn't balling. The dudes in his era was not balling.
He dominated his league, bro.
He did what he's supposed to do.
All right.
Shout out to MJ.
He
John
dominated,
Mayweather.
he dominated the 90s, and the 80s was dominated by Larry Bird and Magic Johnson together.
How many
Like
times you
Obama.
seen Magic Johnson shit on somebody going to the hoop?
That ain't what he's game. You trying to make him
Period.
do what he ain't.
I'm just saying.
That's like
when,
how many
when
times
you
you
see,
beat
when you see Isaiah Thomas drop step from the free throw line and dunk on somebody.
When you seen Shaq 2 threes like Steph, that's crazy.
Well,
The
free
league is
throws.
different. The league is different, but
When you see
know,
Steph shooting on somebody,
Mike
shoot on
wasn't playing
somebody.
no. Mike
That's
wasn't
like even
playing.
right now, bro. The big man,
trash.
like Rudy Gobert, mother like him, they gone, bro. them niggas, it's a whole new era. Them niggas is not getting in the league no more. If you Dennis Robinson rebounding niggas, all done, bro.
I mean, you got
If
Danny.
you can't shoot a three or move your feet,
Yeah, ain't
you might
gonna
well
play.
be a coach, my nigga.
And if you're a big man, you got to shoot threes, not even go down.
But that's the
Right.
thing, because then Dennis
going
Rodman,
on?
remember Dennis Rodman said, Bron didn't have no bag. Was that Dennis Rodman?
Yeah,
Said that?
I think it was
Them
Rodman.
OG dudes be stuck in the 80s, man. They
But some-
stuck.
but
They
that's-
can't get out of their own
He would
way.
have shut him down, though.
Dennis Rodman wouldn't have did shit.
Nigga, first off,
He's too slow on the feet.
No,
He
he
light in the
is
ass.
not. Well, I
What
mean,
you
he probably
gonna-
right now.
He couldn't.
Dennis Bron? He the
Dennis
frustrated
Rodman.
shot of LeBron.
Dennis Rodman, you
Yes.
gotta be kidding me, bro.
The niggas guarded
Hey,
guards,
man,
bro.
Hey, let me take this headset off. I gotta go.
And do some
Hey, man.
push-ups, nigga,
Hey,
when you
man.
take it off.
Hey, this dude said Dennis Rodman would have, bro, please
Shut him down.
stop.
You would have fouled.
He
You made
would've-
all your points at the free throw line.
He would have been fouled out in the first.
And you know he can't shoot.
He'd have been fouled out in the first quarter. Bron can't. But he was
72%.
47%.
Hey,
right
listen,
now from the
72%.
This was a
Free throw. I'm talking about free throw.
This was a great debate because the truth of the matter is, even though we all had valid points, we still don't come to the definitive answer of who the greatest is. Because guess what?
Barbershop talk.
Ain't no such thing as greatest. Haha, it's eras, and then you gotta judge the greats by the 5 best
Hey, y'all
players of
talking
the
about-
eras.
You talking about Russell?
Russell,
Right.
Russell Westbrook?
No.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, Bill Russell, right? He got 11 rings. The other dude, like you said, got the MVP, got 1, and this nigga is the logo. Ain't nobody said nothing.
Well, white privilege. Hey,
I really personally
white
I thought they
privilege.
should get after Kobe. When Kobe died in the
White
car
privilege.
accident, I thought
Should
that
be Michael Jordan.
Kobe will never get it.
It should be Mike. Mike should be the logo.
Kobe, all the reason Kobe won't get it, I think that shit he got to was different.
Where the girl raped him. And they
Yeah,
said
but she
raped
took it from him.
Hey, fellas, watch out when you're in Denver. Them white girls be loving it.
I'm gonna say any
white
city.
girls love a nigga in Denver. I'm telling y'all. Me and my brother, when they was whistling at us, I was like, bro, these white girls is whistling. He's like, nigga, they don't see chocolate in real niggas. But
we getting close to the end of this thing. I want to thank
shit.
DB the chef for being in the house.
You
in the
gotta come
hooch.
back because we ain't finished
We gotta
talking.
come back.
We're not finished, bro. We gonna get
We
back.
definitely gotta come back.
Because you was talking that crazy shit.
I thought you was gonna come here and bring the realness. You brought this fucking LeBron shit.
Oh man, here we go.
I'm agreeing with you, especially with the boxing
No,
shit.
you did say some shit that you have valid points.
Yeah.
And with Floyd, you got valid points. I'm just saying.
They just stop dissing the other person.
Yeah. You gotta put them down.
We don't got to.
30 seconds.
That'll be the
30
debate to
seconds.
have. That'll be the debate to have. Don't diss somebody and make your points on why you think
That's
this person
true.
is good.
That's true.
Thank you for tuning into the Undrafted Allstarz Sports Show. I'm your host, Big Shit, aka Shit Goes is Great, with my co-host
Q Mecca, 2 texts up. You know, Tragic gonna hold you down.
and with our special guest,
ZB.
Put that whack ass chain on.
DB
Y'all
the
see
chef.
the
Who that,
chain?
baby? Who that?
Call them the ain'ts.
Who that?
the Gumbo Tacos. I told y'all was lit. Hey, we out.
Peace.
Have a good motherfucking weekend.